Okay, so what are some of the other myths that are around? Tim? Any myths?
Size.
Size. Oh, yes, absolutely.
So we're going to talk about size.
Size counts.
But does it?
You know, I think it does, to be honest.
Okay, we'll agree to disagree.
I really think it does. Because I do think that there's a problem, you know, I think it's the Kama Sutra, in fact, that talks about people come in different sizes. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but,
I
but
was
that's,
just thinking
but,
that.
But people are different sizes.
Yeah.
So and it's the hare versus the hound versus the elephant. So obviously the elephant has got a very large penis and a very large vagina, whereas the hare has got smaller organs. And I think that if you're dating, if you're a woman and you're a hare with a very small, tight vagina, and he's an elephant, I think that it can be uncomfortable. And yes, you can overcome it with all the massages and lube and all the rest of it.
And positions
And
to
positions.
extend the
But
vaginal canal.
I think it's uncomfortable, and it's never really a comfortable experience. So if you're going to look for your partner, you must look for someone who kind of matches you physically, I think. I like girth. I'm not so, you know, the length doesn't matter to me, but girth does. I don't like penises that are too small. I feel uncomfortable around them.
What do you consider too small, though?
Pencil lady.
Okay, but that's rare. It's probably just as
is
rare as an elephant, because most men fall into what's the norm?
Oh, baby, I would say no.
But now here's a thought for you,
I
though.
don't think. Look, there is normal, and I don't know what it's supposed to be. I think it's, and maybe we should look it up and then shoot the section again. But I think it's 7 centimeters flaccid and 9 centimeters erect is considered sort of
somewhere between 9 centimeters and 20 centimeters.
Yeah,
it's like
so,
flaccid or erect.
Yeah, so that's kind of what's normal, and I know that we're supposed to say that size doesn't count because it is the motion of the ocean and it is the techniques you use. So if you do have a small penis, you got to up your game.
Well, you know, I disagree with you. I'm just going to put it out there. I disagree with you because that it's one of those things.
I'm going to say that's the first time anybody's disagreed with me.
Well, I'm not scared of you right now because we're filming.
Yeah.
I'm scared of you afterwards.
Okay. No. All right.
No, but the reason I disagree with you is because, you know, you can replace size with anything else. You can replace it. They've had dildos for thousands of years, etc., etc. So the feeling of fullness can be related to many other things. Now, a man just traveling in and out of the vaginal canal, if he is too long, he actually will hurt your cervix because every woman's vaginal canal, as you said before, matches a certain type of penis in its length. So having your cervix bumped is actually very unpleasurable and can be very painful. And if a woman flinches when you're having sex with her, then that can be a bad thing.
Yeah,
if you have some sexual technique, though, even a large penis used gently, softly, with skill sets that's doing 360 degrees inside the vagina instead of just a straight in and out motion, because you've got lots of different angles, lots of different ways to do things, can be pleasurable. But a very large penis, I haven't spoken to a single woman, and I'm talking about length, not girth. I've not spoken to a single woman in my practice ever who behind closed doors, when she's just speaking to me, has said that she really, really likes it.
What, a big penis?
Yeah, because it bangs on the cervix. I've heard lots of women saying he's actually a little too large or he goes a little too quickly because he actually hurts me inside.
No, I've heard that too. Have you heard behind closed doors who say that his penis is just too small and not getting the job done?
Never. But I have heard from plenty of women that they don't care, he doesn't know what he's doing. I've heard that so many times that I've lost count. Because men are not taught, and then the sexual ego is such that the myth, again, is that the bigger they are, the more pleasure they're giving the woman, and they don't know what they're doing. If a woman just wanted size and girth, for example, she could get that from a dildo, etc. And men are often scared of dildos, etc., because they think it's competition for them.
No, it's not. It's a wingman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I must say that I have, and girls always, or women always put it at their own door. So we're always to blame for something going wrong in the bedroom. We take it on. I mean, we just love
we can
being
fix
guilty.
it.
Yeah, and
We can
love being
change him.
guilty.
We can fix it.
But one of the things, and very recently, in fact, somebody came into the shop and she said, look, she's just been asked by this guy to marry him, but the sex is not great, and she's really worried about it. And one of the problems is that he's too small, she thinks, but she just wants to know maybe she's too big. And so I went, well, you know, how many partners have you had? Because that's the other thing. If you've just had one partner, you don't know anything.
You've got no
basis to compare. So she said, no, she's had partners before, and they've been, and she's never had this problem before. So I said, well, then the chances are that it's not you, you know. And then my favorite, and then she gets too wet, and he complains that she's too wet. And then I just want to find him and slap him.
That's a really important myth for us to look at, because in the African continent, that's a big one.
Yeah, you know, and because, you know, for me, the wetter the better. You know, hey baby, let's slippy and slidey.
It's how your body works. It shows that you're aroused. It actually shows that your partner knows what he's doing or she's doing.
But that raises another myth, that if you're dry, you're not aroused.
Which we can look at. I just want to go back to the size thing one more time though, and just say that I think it's discernment. It's the same as women with their vaginas. You know, women have an idea that their vaginas are ugly, or from certain angles or whatever. You know, women don't tend to have like a really intimate relationship with their own vagina. Men have a very intimate relationship with their genitals because they're right there.
Well, I would say
easy access.
Get a mirror out and go,
and have
baby,
a look.
you're so
Absolutely.
beautiful.
But I think we're not allowing for discernment. Like some people prefer blondes, some people prefer redheads, some people prefer hair on the body, some people prefer everything waxed off. It's discernment. And you know, if you love someone and their genitals are not to your favorite discernment, you make a plan because the love is present there already. And if you're just looking for a sexual partner, you're allowed to pick what you like.
Yeah, but we can't go into a bar and say, please take down your pants, I'd like to see if you're circumcised.
Well, we could, but we could get into trouble for it. You know, I hate to say it, but I think men, if they knew there was a chance of sex in it, they'd do it.
Yeah, you know, let me see if you're circumcised and make it big. Okay, you'll do.
I think that you are perhaps also in a small percentage of women that do care about appearance of men's genitals, because I don't think a lot of women do.
No, I don't think they do, but you know, I am a little bit odd. we have to say that up
Let's
up front.
put it out there
let's
now
put it out there.
so that people know you are a little bit odd, but aren't we all?
Yeah.